Here we have the Team Associated Rival MT10, and many people say this is one of the very best 3S ready to run bashers you can actually buy. I'm very excited to have it here today, and I cannot wait to get it unboxed, to have a closer look at the truck and to get it out. So let's make a start, guys. Let's take a look at what we get. Right, so we don't really get a huge amount in the box because we do have to remember you have to supply your own battery and your charger with this truck. Now we've got the manual for the transmitter, we've got the manual for the ESC, they also include a manual for the brushless motor as well. Then we've got the main manual for the truck itself. Very, very nice in a huge amount of detail. It does cover everything you need to know to strip it down and to rebuild it. All the part numbers are there for you as well. Very, very impressive manual. And we also get some Allen keys. Finally, onto the transmitter then. And as you can see, it is quite chunky. It does take 4 AA batteries, but it is definitely one of the biggest and most chunkiest transmitters I've ever come across. But it's not necessarily a bad thing because it does feel nice and comfortable in the hand. It's also got some nice features including throttle dual rate, steering dual rate. We've also got our throttle trim, steering trim, usual stuff that we see on a ready-to-run transmitter. Not too bad, and I've definitely seen and felt a lot worse. We've also got a nice foam grip on the wheel there. Overall, not too bad. What can I say apart from this thing looks amazing? We've got a really, really nice colour scheme going on. Nice chunky tyres. Very impressed so far. Initial impressions. I have got a feeling I am going to fall in love with this truck. The MT10 is a 1/10 scale monster truck, and as you can see, it's a very similar size to my Arrma Vortex, but I think the main competitor for this truck is going to be the Arrma Granite, and I will show you what that looks like sitting next to it now. Here is a little comparison against my Arrma Granite, and as you can see, they are pretty much identical in size. So what we'll do is we'll get the body off, we'll take a closer look underneath, we'll talk a little bit more in detail about the electronics and some of the really nice features that this truck comes with. So now that we've got the body shell removed, let's take a closer look at the truck itself. I have already removed the dust cover because I do want to have a closer look at the electronics and some of the other components. Now let's start with the motor. It's a 3300 kV brushless motor by Ready. Very, very nice. It does look like it's on an adjustable motor mount as well, which I do like. Really, really good cable management there. Now the ESC, this is a little bit of a strange one because I have looked around everywhere. I've looked on the Team Associated website and I can't seem to find out what the actual power output is for the ESC, which is a little bit strange. But it is what it is, and pretty much it's exactly the same story for the servo as well. All it says is that it's a high torque servo. It doesn't actually give us any power figures. I'm not worried about this at all because I know for a fact these trucks have got a very, very good reputation. Lots and lots of people have said they are one of the very best 3S cheap bashers you can buy, which is why I have got a lot of faith in the stock electronics, and I do not think they are going to let us down. The ESC comes with a Dean's connector, and I don't like using Dean's connectors anymore, so I will be cutting this off and fitting an XT60 connector, which is what I primarily run on all my battery packs. We have got plastic oil-filled coilover shocks, and I have to say they feel really, really good. This thing is going to be able to absorb lots and lots of impacts, and if anything, I think they are some of the best ready-to-run shocks I have ever come across. Everything on this truck is adjustable, and as you can see down there, you have got 4mm thick adjustable turnbuckles, and that is going to allow you to adjust your camber and your toe. This amazing truck has got front and rear sway bars. It also uses plastic slider style drive shafts, very similar to what you would find on an Arrma or a Traxxas. As you would expect, the truck is 4-wheel drive. It also has a centre diff and a centre steel drive shaft. One of my favourite features on this truck is that huge wheelie bar on the back. It is fully adjustable, and as you can see out the box, it is in its highest setting. You've also got a nice chunky front bumper, And as you can see, this does come with LED lights as well. And I have fired this up, and I have to say they are extremely bright. And I will show you a very quick clip here of these LEDs in action. And as you can see, they are extremely bright, and they are definitely going to stand out when we take this thing out and give it its first run. We have got a nice thick plastic chassis on this, and I'm a big fan of plastic on RC cars because, as we know, plastic is flexible as opposed to metal, which does like to bend. Finally, I am a massive fan of the chunky wheels on this. Just look at these tyres, really, really nice, and they do remind me of the Proline Badlands. We've had a look at what we get in the box. We've also taken a closer look at the truck itself. I think we have done way too much talking. Let's get this thing out and see how it performs. Right guys, so I've come out very early this morning to make sure that we can get this skate park to ourselves. You've seen it before. We've done quite a few videos down here now, and I think it is going to be the perfect place to test out the Rival MT10. So the first thing we're going to do is a speed test. We'll find out how fast this truck will go on 2S. We'll then stick a 3S pack in it, and we'll see how quick it is. Right, GPS set to 0. Let's see how fast it is on 2S. So what do we reckon, guys? I think mid-20s. I'd like to see 25 miles an hour. This is on 2S. Stock gearing. I haven't gone and got myself this truck to turn it into a speed run truck. This is going to be, ideally, the ultimate basher. So I'm not looking for a huge amount of speed here. But let's see what we got. Oh, it's got good strong brakes. .27 miles an hour. Right, I've now got a 3S pack fitted. Let's find out how fast this will go on 3S. Right, so let's see what we got on 3S. 37 miles per hour, and that is a 10 mile per hour increase over the 2S pack. So overall, not bad speeds on 2S and 3S, but you guys aren't here to see me run this thing in a straight line. I know exactly what you want. You want to see how this thing performs on the big jumps and whether or not we're going to take it home in one piece. Let's begin. I'll tell you what, you can feel straight away how good this thing handles. And I think a lot of that is to do with that clever centre diff. It's something we don't see very often on 1/10 scale monster trucks. But I tell you what, it really does make a huge difference. I really hope we can take this home in one piece today. It is a great looking truck. Oh, it has begun. I am going to enjoy punishing this truck. Oh. Oh, right, that really didn't sound good. It certainly sounded like something snapped. The only thing that happened after that last jump was the body shell managed to squish down and turn it off. Oh dear. It's not helping that. Oh! And she still lives. If that was the Maverick Quantum, that would have been in 100 different bits by now. Probably shouldn't have said that, because when I did the Quantum video I upset a few people. Quite fortunate there because both times that has landed on the grass. Now I do want to remind you guys, I very rarely do durability tests like this. This is purely because I want to see if the rumours are true. I want to see if this really is as bulletproof as people say. Now I am going to try this out on the steepest ramp that we've got here, and we're going to see if it survives. Well, the only thing that happened there was the XT60 connector came loose. The truck is still in one piece. Oh, what a landing. Oh, guys, this thing is incredible. Guys, this thing is a tank. There are so many other trucks out there that I can think of that just wouldn't be taking this level of abuse right now. And like I said, the Maverick Quantum is definitely one of them. I know for a fact that would have been game over by now. We have got a little bit of a clicking sound coming from somewhere. Oh, is that the wheelie bar? That is the wheelie bar. We have lost our wheelie bar. There is your proof that I am pushing this thing. I think we'll do a few more jumps and then we'll call it a day. So as you see, I have put this thing through absolute hell. I certainly didn't go easy on it. The body's all marked up now. And I do feel a little bit bad because I very rarely do this to my RCs. You know, I do appreciate them for what they are. But I really did want to test out whether or not the rumours were true. And as far as I am concerned, they are extremely true, because this thing has held up, and the only thing we have broken so far, I mean, I haven't taken the body shell off yet. We have snapped off the wheelie bar. I've got it in my pocket here. It's not too bad. Let's take the body shell off and see if we have broken anything under there. Well, straight away, that amazing cable management that I spoke about earlier, that is all over the place now. The motor's actually come a little bit loose. I don't know if we have bent the motor mount there. It looks a little bit bent. Cables all over the place. Shocks aren't leaking. They've held up nicely. There doesn't appear to be any other damage at the front. Apart from the wheelie bar, the rear looks okay as well. We haven't broken any body posts or anything. They always seem to be one of the first things that go on a lot of my other trucks that I've got. Guys, do you know what? The only thing I can notice is the motor's come loose. Whether or not that's just a screw, or we have bent or buckled something there, I'm going to have to look into that. But I mean, come on guys, we were launching this thing sky high, and as far as I'm concerned, it is pretty much still in one piece. So I think the main question that we have to ask ourselves here is, do we go for this or do we go for the Arrma Granite? And I think it's going to be a tough one, because let's start with looks. I think they both look equally as good. When it comes to speed, again, they're both pretty much equal. You know, they are 1/10 scale monster trucks. We're not looking for, you know, the ultimate in speed here. What we are looking for, though, is durability. And I have to say, it is definitely up there. Every time I've brought my Arrma Granite down here, I've only ever gone home with, you know, basic breakages, things that you can pretty much fix there and then. I've never really broken anything major. And again, today, even with this, we've lost the wheelie bar. And I think the motor's potentially just come loose. I don't think we have caused any other damage to the truck. Obviously we've scuffed up the body and stuff now, which is a little bit of a shame because, well, it looks fantastic. But guys, look, I really do think this is going to be one of the very best value for money trucks you can buy, especially being 3S ready as well. I really am struggling to find any fault with this Rival MT10. What I did with this truck today, a lot of you are probably thinking, well, that was an absolute waste. You have ruined a perfectly good truck. But again, like I said, a lot of people said it was ultra durable, and I'm very satisfied with that rumour. As far as I'm concerned, I 100% agree, and I really would recommend one of these. So guys, we're going to leave the video there today. I really hope you enjoyed seeing this Team Associated Rival MT10 being put through its paces. Very, very enjoyable little monster truck. And for the price, I really don't think you can go wrong. Most people really aren't going to push their truck as far as I have today. And I can see this thing being ultra, ultra durable to the normal person. Yes, it is going to be able to take the abuse. And yes, it will be able to, you know, withstand everything you can throw at it. It's a very impressive truck, guys, it has to be said. Cheers, guys. We're going to leave it there today. And I'll see you again soon on the next one. Take care.